there, it's Mary from mary.stampingup.net. Thank you for joining me today. Today's card features the Free as a Bird stamp set. Now this stamp set I have had for ages. It's in the Stampin' Up annual catalogue. It's not a new stamp set, but I haven't used it for ages and I thought, I think I might. And I really wanted to use it to showcase some beautiful designer series paper that's in the new August to December mini catalogue, and it's this paper here. It is the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper. Now this Poinsettia Place is a suite and it's on page 14 of this catalogue, the August to December mini catalogue. Beautiful, beautiful set of designer series paper featuring real reds, old olives, garden green, bumblebee, soft suede, beautiful sheer ribbon, but it's this paper here, this designer series paper that is just, it caught my attention and I knew that I would absolutely have to have it. And that's the background that I've used on this particular card here. I'm just going to bring in a little bit of the paper. So it's got this beautiful, oh, just gorgeous natural tones. This I think might be my favourite one with the real red. So it's got some traditional Christmassy holly ones there. Beautiful Bahutakawa again, a poinsettia I should say. Oh, I love it. I'm going to be running out of it pretty soon, I can just feel it. So this card is the one I've made with the Free as a Bird stamp set. I just thought it played beautifully into this paper, and I've just gone ahead and done a little bit of stamping on the inside, and I've used garden green as my card base because that's one of the colours featured in this paper. So I've already gone ahead and stamped and coloured in the bird. I've used this image here. I've done nearly all of it. I just wanted to do one last one. So I've used my stamping blends to do this. I've used So Saffron. So I've gone in with the dark So Saffron round the outside here. Just around the outside of them, up the top of the bird. Nothing seriously fancy with my colouring, that's for sure. And then on the inside, I'm using the lighter colour now. So dark around the outside, whereas where he's dark around the feathers and whatnot. And then a little bit of blending and shading here. Yeah. And I've coloured the branch in smoky slate, and I used a combination of light and dark old olive and mint macaron stamping blends for the flowers and the leaves there. So as I said, I used that stamped image there, and I actually used my Stamparatus to stamp that one because I always find with a bigger image it's easier to stamp it that way, because if you don't get a clear image you can always do it again, particularly with such a large bold image. Now the inside of the card is just a little bit more stamping down the inside just to give a little bit more interest, and I've used that leaf and that smaller flower, and I've gone ahead and used garden green and mint macaron again. So let me show you how I did that. The garden green, and up here I've just been placing them, and another one just off to the side there. And that wasn't meant to happen. There's two sides to the cardstock. Let's fix that, shall we? And again, and there, and then another one just there. That's better. And I'm going to come in with the mint macaron. Here we go. Just for a little bit of interest on the inside of the card. So this is the piece of paper, and as you can see on the other side it's got that beautiful poinsettia image. I could use either side, but I'm going to stick with this one and use that one. Now I've also got a piece of ribbon on here, and this is the scalloped lace trim, and it fits perfectly perfectly with this one. And let me just put a little bit of tape. I'll use this one. I'll just use my Tombow. I should be using my seal, but I can't. It's not here at the moment, so I'm just going to wrap that around there. Hold that down for a minute. And come in there. Seal would be working a lot better because the Tombow is messy. Let me go and get the seal. It's not going to work, I don't think. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Having adhesive issues today. And wrap it around there. Yeah, we shouldn't have started with the Tombow. Seal all the way, I think. There we are, done. And I've also gone ahead, just to save time, and pre-stamped this image here, the world needs more of you. I do love that sentiment, it's just gorgeous. And I'm going to pop that on with a dimensional. Just place that round about there. And I've stamped it in onto the garden green design cardstock. And for this card, I cut my thick Whisper White cardstock the same width, but this one I've gone a little bit smaller, just so I can see a little bit more of that paper. So the garden green cardstock is just half a sheet of A4 paper, and I've cut the Designer Series paper exactly the same to fit it completely, because I really want to show off that paper. And let's pop that up with some more dimensionals. Yeah. I've used thick Whisper White to stamp on, to stamp and colour on. I just prefer, when I'm colouring, to use the thicker cardstock. Pop that. I'm going more towards the top and just centering that. There we go. And pop the middle piece in the middle. And once again, I've kept a very, I've kept a very, I haven't cut it to exactly the same size for the inside. I've kept a trim around the edge here. And I'm using Tombow because it makes the placement that little bit more easily. You've got a little bit of wiggle room to straighten up your cardstock. Yep. And then I'm going to use Tombow again for the to put that top piece down. Isn't that beautiful paper? It just seems a shame to cover up that lovely piece, but no doubt I will be making something else using that side. That's the beauty of our paper, the double-sided. You can use both sides and they're both absolutely beautiful. Tombow, Tombow. Place that in there. And there you have it. Simple, quick, easy The colouring does take a little bit longer, but you can just stamp that image and leave it uncoloured if you wish. There you go, that's my card for today, featuring Free as a Bird stamp set, that one, and this fabulous Poinsettia Designer Series paper. All the products that I've used are listed in the description bar below. If you'd like any more information about the products, you can contact me on my Stampin' Up website, stampingmary.stampinup.net, or you can send me an email, stampingmary, that's MERRY, @gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye.